Hi everyone. I read an article today. Today is the 28th of December 2025. And I read an article, it's about hope, medical mystery, and the unexpected really. And I thought I'd tell you it as a sort of story and explain the English, the phrasal verbs, the key vocabulary. So this took place in California just a few months ago. A woman named Suze, a 41-year-old emergency room nurse working hard as a caregiver. For years, Suze had dealt with ovarian cysts. These are masses in the abdomen. These had caused her pain and pressure and a lot of uncertainty. Her doctors had been monitoring a massive cyst, about 22 pounds. Yeah, very heavy. This was on her abdomen. She had even had one ovary removed before because of prior cyst issues. One day, Suze went in to have the cyst checked out, planning to have it removed, checked out, examined. She also took a routine pregnancy test, and to her surprise, the test came out positive, meaning it said she was pregnant. But she didn't feel like she was pregnant. No typical pregnancy symptoms. She thought the discomfort she felt was from the cyst, not from a baby growing inside her. So because of the large cyst she knew about and her history, she thought perhaps the positive result was a false positive, a test that shows positive when there's no real pregnancy, or maybe it signaled something else, something much worse, maybe even ovarian cancer. She had long accepted irregular periods and abdominal discomfort as part of her life. And this is where the story gets unbelievable. A few days later, Suze returned to the hospital. She was suffering from abdominal pain and dangerously high blood pressure. The doctors ran tests. To their astonishment, they found that her uterus was empty. There was no fetus there. Instead, there was a baby developing somewhere deep in her abdomen, hidden behind that giant cyst. In medical terms, this is called an ectopic pregnancy. That's when a fertilized egg implants outside the uterus. Usually, that means the egg implants in a fallopian tube or somewhere unsafe. For safety, these pregnancies can't proceed to full term. But in this case, unbelievably, the baby had grown all the way to full term, hidden in her abdomen, out of sight. Because of the danger, a team of 30 medical specialists prepared for surgery. On August the 18th of this year, 2025, they delivered the baby, a baby boy, whom they named Ryu, and at the same time they removed the massive cyst. The birth was nothing short of a miracle. The mom lost a lot of blood during surgery, and Ryu, the baby, spent 2 weeks in the neonatal intensive care unit, NICU. But there's a happy ending. Both mom and baby survived, and they made a full recovery. As of today, the family is together, celebrating their first Christmas with little Ryu. Doctors who reviewed the case said that a full-term ectopic pregnancy like this is extremely rare. Essentially unheard of, they said. Some estimate this kind of case happens far less than 1 in a million pregnancies. Imagine that, out of hundreds of thousands or millions of births. This stands out as one of those once-in-a-lifetime stories. Through it all, Suze, though stunned, found herself holding her baby, a second chance she and her family had prayed for, after many years and long patience. It's a story that shows sometimes medicine surprises us, and life finds a way in the most unexpected circumstances. Some of the key vocabulary, the phrasal verbs, the idioms, and the sayings from this article. Assist. This is a sac or a lump, filled with fluid or semi-solid material, often forming inside the body. In this case, an ovarian cyst. Routine. When we talk about routine as an adjective, we mean regular or usual, done as part of a normal procedure. For instance, a routine pregnancy test. Positive test result means the test detects what it's looking for. Here, that the person is pregnant. A false positive is a test result that wrongly indicates a condition. For instance, a pregnancy, when it is not actually present. An ectopic pregnancy. This is a medical condition where a fertilized egg implants outside the uterus. For example, in a fallopian tube, or rarely, the abdomen, making normal pregnancy dangerous or impossible under standard medical practice. When we say full term, this is the complete duration of a normal pregnancy, around 9 months, when a baby is mature enough to be born, full term. In the abdomen, hidden behind, we're talking about the location. The baby was inside her abdomen, hidden behind the cyst. To deliver a baby is a medical term meaning to give birth. Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, NICU. This is just a specialized hospital unit for newborns who need intensive medical attention after birth, once in a lifetime. This is an idiom meaning extremely rare, very unlikely to happen again. To make a full recovery, this is an idiom, a phrase meaning to return to health after illness or surgery. A long shot is an idiom meaning something unlikely to succeed, but possible. This birth was a long shot. And that is everything for today. Thank you for listening. Please share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, bye-bye for now.